My name is Andrew Stalbow. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Seriously. We're a company that is building mobile games designed to be developed into entertainment properties. Founded the company just under a year and a half ago and launched our first game, Fiends, towards the end of last year. We've got marketing and business development functions here in Los Angeles and a super talented creative game studio based in Helsinki in Finland. I'm going to talk a little bit today about why I think mobile is such an amazing opportunity to build a brand on, and then talk a little bit about how we're executing against our vision. We believe the next generation of entertainment brands get built on mobile first. What is amazing to us is the average millennial is now spending 5.5 hours a day engaging with content, engaging with their smartphone. Variety recently said that millennials consider the biggest celebrities in the world to be YouTube stars, not Hollywood stars. And that's because everybody's got a content consumption device in their pocket. It's where the audience is moving very fast, and all the best creatives always want to be in front of an audience, which is why we believe that if Disney was alive today, he'd be building games for smartphones and tablets. Talking of Disney, one stat blew me away. Disney have a movie, Frozen, and they created a game called Frozen Freefall. People have spent more time playing that game than they have spent watching the movie Frozen, which is pretty amazing. This week it was announced that Apple's app ecosystem is now bigger, revenue-wise, than the whole of the Hollywood domestic box office, and it's growing like a weed. With us, with our first game, we create the game for free, and we create an amazing, fun, free experience for people. But if they want to pay and buy things to enhance their experience, they can do that. I think mobile offers an amazing opportunity to build a brand. We treat our app like a platform. We're constantly innovating against it, updating it, putting new content, new features in there. It's a constant communication with the audience. What's amazing about mobile as well, obviously it's built on a social platform. It used to be just a communication device. Now it's both content consumption too. When your audience actually likes what you're doing, it's so easy for them to share. And it's really the first platform where your audience can become your CMO if they actually like what you're doing. And then the power of touch is pretty amazing. We've seen a lot of entertainment brands over the last 30 years get built on sight and sound, on audio-visual, like Star Wars or Indiana Jones. Now, for the first time, you're seeing a generation of brands start to come to market where people are experiencing touching them. How that relates to us, we think a lot about the audio branding or the animations that occur when people kind of touch elements of our content. One of the things that's interesting is I think that the shift of audiences from traditional content consumption devices to mobile has happened a lot faster than anyone thought. I used to work for 20th Century Fox, where I built their mobile business. And I remember 4 years ago, I did a deal with Rovio for Angry Birds Rio, and we had the audacity to put up a big kind of billboard outside the Fox lot, and it was considered groundbreaking, promoting Angry Birds Rio, an app. Now at the Super Bowl this weekend, you're going to see loads of mobile apps marketing their games, whether it be Clash of Clans or Candy Crush. I think our model of creating mobile games that feel like they're Pixar properties or Illumination movies is a great way to introduce an IP to an audience. We get to innovate, see whether people like it. We don't need to make a $250 million bet on production and marketing like a big movie. We can make a smaller bet, find our audience, and iterate and build from there. And that's what's powerful about mobile for content creators. Suddenly, they don't have to distribute their content through third-party platforms anymore. They get to have that direct connection with the audience. In my last role at Rovio at Angry Birds, I was responsible for commercial deals. We put a video channel in the game, and that thing was getting 250 million video views a month of Angry Birds videos inside the game. It's amazing to be able to build that connection with the audience, and for the first time, content creators get to experience the network effect. I'm now going to share a little bit, show a little video just about what we've been doing with Best Fiends.
Tick, tick, with the crickets going. Tick, 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 tick.
Stop! Attention!
Best Fiends, race against Smile.
Download the app. It's on the App Store, Best Fiends.
For us, we really approach building a game by also in parallel thinking about how we built out the IP. So we focused on a really fun, Disney-like story. It's all about, in the game, you have to collect these cute little characters, these cute little creatures, and your job is to level them up into more fiendish versions of their cute selves so that they can go and rescue their friends and family who've been taken away from them by these evil, voracious slugs that have taken over their world. We think that's a really interesting way to build and bring a story to market. And the way we've been doing it is focusing almost exclusively on trying to be better creatively than our competition. My partner and co-founder, Petri Yarvoletto, ran the Angry Birds games team for 2 years and was responsible for 2 billion downloads when he was there. We've got super creative talent inside our company, including a game designer who led game design at Natural Motion, our head of technology who built Rocket Pack, which Disney acquired. And we also partnered with some awesome people outside of the company. Heitor Pereira, who you saw there, and who composed the music that you heard, is also the composer at Despicable Me. And when we heard the theme that he created, we just wanted to go big on it. And every other kind of person in mobile games said, do not spend big on the music. No one listens. It's just on a phone. But we invested and put together a 68-piece orchestra in Europe, recorded the music in a really big way. And I think the little details like that will ultimately make a difference as we try and become and create an Illumination/Pixar style property. On marketing, we're trying to be just as creative. There's a lot of performance marketing going on. You saw Facebook's mobile revenues really driven by kind of app install sales. We don't think there's a lot of value in getting installs in a non-branded way. So we're focused on branded, creative marketing. I'll give you 2 examples. We've got a fun property. We turned down a whole load of licensing deals for T-shirts and pillowcases and things like that, and instead focused all our energies on a partnership with Malaria No More. We have a character in our game who's a mosquito. He gave up blood. He's embarrassed of his blood-sucking ways. Malaria No More are trying to eradicate malaria through mobile awareness. And so we partnered up. Now in the game, when you get to like level 17, click a button, you can learn all about Malaria No More. You win some diamonds in the game. We've driven more traffic every day to Malaria No More than they've ever had before they partnered with us. And we just felt it was a great thing to do as we, A, build a brand and build out our company culture to do the right thing. We also did a really cool thing with some YouTube stars. We got 5 of them, and we said, we want to find out who the best player is among you 5. And we got PewDiePie and Markiplier and Cinnamon Toast Ken, some really cool guys. And we set them on a goal where, for 1 week, to see who could get furthest in the game, and we donate some money, some of it to Malaria No More and some to the charity of their choice. And that campaign, working in conjunction with the talented team at Maker Studios, helped us generate more app installs than we could ever have got by just buying them through Facebook, and was a really organic way to kind of tell an audience about what we're doing. So we're very proud of that. You know, when it comes to building a property like this in a game, we always felt like we could build a business on the back of fun. And it's really all about marrying the creativity and the data. So the two pieces of data that we ultimately cared about, much more than monetization, were retention and engagement. So our first game, it just launched towards the end of last year. We've kind of been blown away by the retention numbers. 70% day one retention for people that are connected to Facebook in the game is super high. The average mobile game last year on Apple's platform was seeing 15% day one. So we're really proud of that stat. And having 400,000 hours of gameplay engagement every day is amazing when you're trying to build a brand. People are engaging with that every day. So we're excited about the platform that we're building. But this is just the start. We've only been a team of 13 people until 4 weeks ago when we started adding and building our team up to about 2021. We're excited to announce today that we hit a million daily players, which is a nice milestone. And I think that this can be a great platform for us to build something much bigger in 2015. We're focused on new content updates, new characters, special events, new platforms. Like I said, this is a service and not a product. And we're going to focus really hard on building it up and keeping that engagement going with our early fan base. So anyway, if you haven't already downloaded Best Fiends, I definitely encourage you to do it and warn you that it is a bit addictive. But anyway, thank you very, very much for your time today.